Algorand has a prediction market just in time for the Super Bowl. Algorand's prediction market has gone live. We're going to look at that news. Plus, Ghetto Pigeons Algorand game getting an okay from the Google Play Store. Block rewards will be decreasing, something we're going to look into that today, along with Algorand to talk xGov next steps. That's coming up later this week. We'll preview that. And ASA Stats partners with a new protocol. I haven't heard of it, so we're going to look into that. All that on today's Frugal BC. By the way, guys, I hope you like this stuff. If you do, please hit that like and subscribe button. Now, remember, you don't have to smash it. You can just press it gently. It works just fine that way, too. We bring you the Algorand news, doing the experiment. I've been finalizing my Tiny Man experiment with liquid staking right now and trying to get better at tracking some of that stuff. So we're going to be bringing you that. And I'm giving an early look to channel members. So if you want to check out channel memberships in the description below, we've got those for only $1 and special videos for people who subscribe at higher tiers. So check out all the options in the join tab. And we are brought to you by non-fungible domains. That's right. If you want that .algo address just like I have, mine's frugalbc.algo. You can get that today for non-fungible domains. They got vaults, segments, all that good stuff. Great partner of the Frugal BC channel. That's non-fungible domains. And we are brought to you by Marcus Aurelius. Marcus is a meme coin and NFT project on Algorand, bringing Stoic wisdom to the Algorand community. I love it. They got some really cool stuff planned, so go check them out in the description below. Marcus Aurelius. That's right. Little kitty cat, little Stoic kitty cat there. So anyway, really interesting stuff today, and I really am excited to get to this prediction market because it is live now. So we will talk about that toward the end. But first, let's get to this Ghetto Pigeons news. You may or may not be aware of this, but why don't we just dive into this kind of under the radar Algorand game? Or if so, this is right from ghettopigeons.algo. We have passed the testing phase on the Google Play Store. We are now in full production rollout and could see the app on the Play Store within the next 7 days. So it is coming. I like to see that. And just looking through if people talked about this a little bit more. So this is kind of what it looks like here. It's a first-person shooter game, play to earn. Now, there was another one I covered a while back, and that one shut down. I actually did a video on that. I was an early tester for it. This one, like you're a little pigeon, you run around, shoot things, looks kind of cool. And it says, yeah, soon you'll be able to download Ghetto Warzones directly from the Apple and Play Store, unlocking a new level of gaming convenience. But I think you can play this now on PC. Two play-to-earn games, Ghetto Warzone and Puff Hopper. Well, I didn't even know about that. And being launched in 2024 on Algorand and Solana. Well, I don't know if that happened because it's 2025 now. Let's see what the roadmap says. It was early preview of Pigeon Warfare. Launch of Pigeon Warfare. Holders will be able to play against other holders. After each game, the winning team or player receive cuckoo tokens. So the Pigeon Hopper game is up next. So apparently this has been live. I'm gonna have to look more into testing this one out. Always nice to have. By the way, I've been doing some exclusive streams on Kick, so you can check out kick.com/frugalbc. Actually streamed a poker game with the Womp crew on Saturday night. That was kind of fun. So I had a nice snowy day and didn't really want to go anywhere. So that was a fun way to spend the evening. It would be nice to have this to do on stream too. So kind of anything that isn't like super news heavy, I've been kind of doing on Kick. And of course I multi-stream my Friday live stream. So that one sounds really interesting, but we got more news. Block rewards will actually be decreasing. This is always part of how it worked, but some people were a little surprised about this. So I thought we'd cover this really quick. And this is from Fred Estante. You probably are all familiar with him. He is the ecosystem, infra, and DeFi person. And he says, yeah, I've received a few questions about Algorand block rewards being slightly lower. So this is a reminder that the base block rewards decrease by 1% every millionth block. So we just hit 47 million a few hours ago. So now base block rewards are 9.9 algo, plus of course the 50% of block fees. Now those fees they're the ones coming from Algorand. And we also saw, I think we covered this earlier, that the Algorand has started reducing its stake as promised. So should be reducing that. But also, like, these blocks, these rewards are extra from the foundation. Those are going to wind down over time. Eventually it'll just be 50% of the transactions. So something to keep in mind for those who are running nodes. And I assume that will impact you to some degree, no matter what version you're doing, but you'll see it directly if you're running a node. Algorand to talk xGov next steps. Now I've got a video coming from Adri with the foundation, kind of explaining the next steps for governance in general. I asked if I was able to send a few questions, and they're going to be responding by video. I'm not sure when I'm going to be getting that, but once we do, I'll probably play that on stream or maybe make a separate video. We'll see. But there's going to be, if you're interested in xGov, the foundation is going to be hosting one of their radio sessions. So why don't we take a look at this quick. New Algo Radio coming at you this week. Join us for episode 4 of Algo Radio, xGov Council Shaping the Future of Algorand Governance. Non-fungible AB. Okay, yeah, that's Adri. Adri will be on the call. She's the one who is going to be sending the video along with Stefan Barros and Shryakhanov. Yeah, we've talked about this before. I thought xGov, I didn't think it was a very good idea. What it turned out to is people just found a way to game the system so they could send themselves rewards basically and get it voted in. I didn't think it was implemented very well, so I'm very curious to hear how this is going to be different than past versions. So check that out. It's 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesday. That might be different, obviously, wherever you live, but it should show up with the correct time in your feed. So if you check this out on X, Algorand Foundation. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what the feature is. I'm also curious what Adri's video will be that she responds to me with. So in ASA Stats partners with a new protocol, and I hadn't heard of this protocol, so I think it's interesting on 2 dimensions. But yeah, why don't we dive into this here? So I'm a big fan of ASA Stats, by the way. It's the platform where you can see exactly what your account is valued at, and they do tracking very well, so I think it's very interesting. I've been using it for a long time. You can get an app right on your phone where you just punch in your address and it gives you, and you can punch in other addresses too, by the way. I mean, that's what the blockchain is, right? We're always glad to implement a new ecosystem provider. Check out new staking pools and farms available on Gain Token, which is called Gainify. That is the actual platform name. Had not heard of it. Take yield farming to the next level with Gainify. Deploy your own farms and pools for a flat rate. Interesting. And track them in your favorite portfolio tracker on Algorand. It actually is my favorite. So I thought this was interesting as a cool partnership. I'm always interested to see this stuff, but also I hadn't heard of Gainify. So why don't we just take a look here? We're going to pull it up. Kind of has a cool look. These are really high APRs, but it's with their own coin. I'm going to tell you, most of these are ones that I would not do. Yeah, and this is the ones that are on there. And I don't know if that's a sample. If I just go farms, what comes up? I guess we're going to do a little mini review. Yeah, no, I don't trust. First off, I always stay away from platform coins almost exclusively. Obviously, I've made an exception with Tiny because it's kind of, I'm still nervous about it, I'll be honest, but it's been pretty stable. So I've stayed with it, but that's because Tiny Man's been around a pretty long time in crypto terms. So I would be very nervous about this. So you see these high APRs, and that always looks like, oh, awesome, cool, high APRs. But the problem is, if you have a token like this, they can fluctuate, they can lose value so much that it will negate times 10 what you're gaining in APR. So, and there's a lot of ones on here I haven't heard of. BWOM, I don't know, IPOO, TRTS, eTrump. I've not heard of any of these. I think I heard of, I know Squad. Okay, I know that one. XV. Yeah, I mean, this one especially. I mean, come on, you got 2 ASAs. I just wouldn't touch that. What do they got for pools? Also, why are they so random? Yeah, otherwise you can just earn gain from, and this is NFT boosted. That's interesting. Yeah, you can earn gain or earn other coins by staking. It says pool, but it doesn't seem to be a pool. I guess I'm a little confused by that. It says stake. Well, staking isn't a pool. I don't know why it says pool. That's very strange. Anyway, I just want to take a quick look at that. I'm always interested in other platforms, but I also think we don't need more of these kinds of platforms. We need like other stuff, like, you know, Base. I just talked with Seawill, and Base is working on this like pretty extensive, like, or I shouldn't say they're working on right now. You can basically sign up for a Base account and you can send money to another person in another country that is linked to the banks. And you can basically send cross-border payments to your like loved ones, for example, like sending money back home, etc., without all the problems of Western Union. And I think Algorand is getting in that direction. But the fact that its existence on Base right now, I found that very interesting. I'm probably going to have Seawill and Crypto for Change from the Next Block podcast come on and actually talk about that, because I kind of do like a Base 101, because I think this stuff is really interesting. So anyway, I know that's a little bit opinionated, but that's how I feel. I think we don't need more DeFi. I've got plenty of DeFi. Let's do some like new stuff, which gets us to our next and final news item, because I think this is awesome. And that is the first prediction market Alpha Arcade has gone live on mainnet. Now, we've covered this before, that this was in existence, but just before the Super Bowl yesterday, as I record this, it went live on mainnet. So let's take a look. And this came from mj.algo. Do I see mainnet Alpha Arcade? Yes, you do. They said we are live on mainnet. For the first time ever, you can predict the Super Bowl winner using USDCA on Algorand. Polymarket with 10x better tech is finally here. Make a prediction. Why don't we go take a look? New decentralized prediction markets are being deployed soon. Stay tuned. Oh, so we don't have one yet. There was a lot of Chiefs Super Bowl ones. Sell, buy, fi. I don't know what this means. So I guess from first blush, I'm like looking at this and I don't really understand that. This doesn't look like what I'm used to, I guess. There's definitely some people have already, yeah, I guess I don't understand how this works. I guess I'd have to dive into it more, but it's not intuitive. Like, I'm used to seeing like, here's the question, you know, will the Chiefs win the Super Bowl or will the Eagles win the Super Bowl? And then here's like where the percentage, how many people are saying yes versus no. Like, this doesn't, it just says Chiefs versus Eagles and then has shares. I'm very confused by that. Most markets on our platform are binary markets with two possible outcomes, yes or no. The price of these shares always adds up to 1, representing probabilities. If yes shares trades at 75 cents, no shares must be traded at 25 cents. Okay, well, that kind of makes sense. So if I go back to the main page, but I still don't understand it, because it just says sell, buy, no. Maybe it's the fact that there are no active ones, and when there's an active one, you'll see it. I think that's probably what it is. So these are just shares. Yeah, I'm still a little confused. I guess we'll wait till some shares come live, so to see what it looks like. And I didn't get a chance. I was out of the office, so to speak, yesterday. With family watching the Super Bowl itself, so I wasn't online to see any of this. I didn't even know about it till this morning that it went live. But yeah, I'll have to dig back into this and see what comes. But I thought that was interesting anyway. I think it's pretty interesting that we have a prediction market. So anyway, that's our show for today. I hope you got something out of it. Let me know what you think about all these in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm FrugalBC, and I will see you in the future.